Hello everyone, my name is Scott, and this channel is called Scott's Artistic Journey. Most of the time you'll find me drawing, learning, practicing, figuring things out, one line at a time. That's still the core of what I do here. This video might feel a little out of context at first, because it's about motorcycles. But for me, this ride is very much a part of my journey, the same journey. Lately, I've been learning how to ride, slowly and carefully, and what surprised me is how similar it feels to drawing. The focus, the awareness, the way everything else quiets down, besides the sound of the engine, that is. Riding for me has started to feel a bit like meditation. So I'm adding motorcycle rides into this channel as another way of exploring creativity, attention and presence just through the motion instead of a pen. I'm also hoping to ride as many different motorcycles as I can along the way, trying things, learning what fits, letting that reveal itself over time, as this is a new channel. I'm over 55 years old and very much still love learning new skills. This one may stick, it may not. Either way, I thought it might be interesting to share that process, honestly and imperfectly, and see where it leads. If you're curious about that kind of journey, you're welcome to come along. I also want to say this. I am incredibly lucky to have friends who are willing to let me ride their motorcycles. As a new rider, and as a van lifer, if you didn't already know, I don't really have the budget to own a bike at this moment. And realistically, my van can't carry one. I'm already fully loaded. So for now, this part of the journey looks a little bit different. I'm hoping that as I travel around the country, I keep borrowing bikes from friends or renting one here or there, trying different styles and different setups, until I find something I truly fall in love with, or something that fits how I ride. And honestly, I don't know what kind of rider I even am yet. That part's still going to reveal itself. But I like the idea of learning slowly, one road, one bike, and one experience at a time. This ride started out simple. No big plan, just good weather, a couple of bikes, and a quiet stretch of Louisiana back roads. Headed out on LA 71. We are going to cut over to 154 and make our way down toward Lake Bistineau State Park. This was one of those perfect riding days. Sunny and clear, and right around 60 degrees. Cool enough to feel sharp, yet warm enough to relax into the ride. A lot of you may not know this, but this is literally my first long ride. Previous to this, Jay had taken me out on his bikes, and we practiced at a parking lot, and then through his neighborhood. And that was about it. I think the total riding time was about half an hour at most. But here you can see we're riding on the parkway. The first time on a large road that I was very, very nervous about, of course, having never been on one. Worried about cars pulling in front of me, doing that dreaded left-hand turn in front. Always very scary. Luckily, that did not happen. We're gonna take a U-turn here and get on the opposite lane to head towards Lake Bistineau. I've also not accelerated this hard and for this long and at that speed at all ever before. So this was new to me. As you can see, this motorcycle has raised bars, or ape hangers if you will. All the wind is hitting me right in the face. and in the chest. Luckily, we're not going very quick. I think we're at around 50 miles an hour here. I was, of course, super paranoid about getting too close to Jay. I did just see a video where new riders, this is sort of what they do. They often will ride fairly far back from the other rider. Maybe this is just because we feel safer that way. We have more time to react and also not feel like we're crowding the other rider. I would say for myself, I just feel more comfortable not being super close to someone, as I don't know how he rides as a group rider yet. Nor do I know how I ride as a group rider yet. I'd like to say that this time was the first time Jay had me fully geared up with all the leathers, the protective gear, basically everything, and I'm really glad that he did. It was cooler than I expected outside, and riding at speeds and in that temperature was very new for me, and being properly dressed really did make all the difference. I was also testing video gear on this ride, having never done a video like this before. I had a GoPro on my shoulder, which you're seeing here, and an Insta360X on the handlebars. And I learned something the hard way. If you're filming rides like this, make sure your SD card is proper, because it does matter. I was using cards that weren't fast enough, and I kept getting the insufficient speed warning, meaning because I was shooting at a high resolution, the cards were fairly inexpensive, and they just couldn't handle that amount of information all at once. So the lesson I learned was use the UHS V30s speed class cards or higher if you want to get reliable footage. And yes, of course, I did go out and get myself some, and hopefully I'll have another video where you can, which is better, and actually get to see the 360. So this particular video is not very long, and I'm very sorry about that, but it is a learning process. This ride, however, wasn't really about speed or the distance, or really even the destination. It was really about getting comfortable learning something new and spending a couple of quiet hours on the road with good bikes and good company. Jay and I stopped at the boat launch for a bit just to stretch our legs. Jay was riding his 1998 Heritage Springer Softail, a bike with a real history. I was riding Jay's 2005 Harley Davidson Dyna Lowrider. It's a classic cruiser with a lot of personality, fuel-injected twin-cam 88, 5-speed transmission with low seat height, with some upgrades, like a 16-inch ape-hanger bar, which you can see me on, a Pisani 2-in-1 exhaust, intake and tuning upgrades, and a custom single saddle with paint, matched leather and stitching. This bike was fun. It was solid and responsive, but also a little challenging for me as a new rider. Lake Bistineau State Park sits along a large cypress-filled lake and is known for its fishing, boating, its bird life, and long stretches of quiet shoreline. It's the kind of place people come to slow down, whether they're camping or fishing or paddling, It's just sitting near the water, watching the lake move through the trees. That's just a wonderful feeling. And if I had my drawing stuff, I absolutely would sit here and draw a bit. There's a lot going on out there, especially when it's a longer ride than I'm used to. Dealing with the throttle control, understanding my posture, feeling the wind, and trying to be aware of everything around me. This is definitely all part of the learning curve. And honestly, that's part of what made this ride great for me.